Hi everybody! I'm taking a break from my 27 jobs to finally watch the Miraculous New York special. Let's cut the act. I'm just wearing this to get in the whole atmosphere of the episode since it's in New York, and I guess this will give a whole big city vibe. I don't even dress like this. Okay, I've heard some good things about the episode, like Adrien's feelings for Marinette, and something about their superhero suits. And I kind of know that they're gonna meet other heroes in the US. So it sounds really exciting, and it's a pretty long one, so I'm gonna get right into it. I got my popcorn ready, and yes, I'm eating from the bag because honestly, any other way is utterly ridiculous. Ooh, starting off with an epic intro. I can't believe they made a movie though. That's like 4 or 5 times longer than the usual episodes. Is he planning to suffocate them on the moon? What you intended for their good will be their death. Yo! That's cool! I mean, I didn't get a good look, but oh my gosh. They're powered up outfits. I don't have an idea about how they look because I didn't see the concept art or anything. Too much, Mr. Pigeon, too much. I thought you decided to become Mr. Rat. What does a yellow rose mean? Ooh, they're bringing up rose symbol colors. Like, they totally look at this stuff, you guys. They look... nice bit of info.
That would be blue roses? Hang on, no, purple! Oh, was it orange?
Oh, the way she looks at him.
She's so amazing. And so am I, by the way. I should be giving myself flowers.
Classic. What? She's preggers? Who's the father? You'll go. You'll go. His expression, aww. I mean, it doesn't mean that much right now, but whatever. Their movements are more detailed. I mean, it feels like it.
Eagle talon necklace he gave George Washington.
Miraculous! Wait, hold on. George Washington was a miraculous holder. Or no, like he wasn't aware and then it was just given to him. Her arguments are compelling. What the heck? Natalie's... Hey! Gabriel, she's sick. I can't.
I'm sad for you, but happy for us.
Happy for us. Oh! What? Don't make me lose my appetite. I can't see this stuff. No! I'm trying to keep it down because I'm staying in a dorm. Why can't I really express my emotions of disgust and disappointment? You can't just kiss him like that. You're gonna give me a heart attack. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'll be able to watch this whole thing. Oh my gosh. Well, obviously it doesn't feel the same, but sorry. He's not cheered up.
New York, I'm going to New York with Adrien the Crab!
Classic. That's cute. Dun dun dun. Then how are they gonna resolve it? Like maybe give it to Viperion or Kagami because they're staying back. Oh, I just thought of something. Viperion and Ryuko are gonna be able to spend time together because they're gonna work together. Their parents have only years left. Amazing. I ship.
Your bodyguard will go with you. You take off this afternoon.
Wouldn't it be funny to see him puke all over Adrien?
You want more freedom, and for once, your father is letting you have fun. Enjoy.
Plague, of course it's Plague. When the cat's away, the mice will play.
She's gonna be so disappointed.
Connection to what he said about Marinette in 𝗺cie𝗂𝗿𝗀𝗀. Just like how he kept worrying about how Marinette would be so sad.
She's gonna be so sad.
Right?
Of course not.
Oh, does that work? Oh. Hyperion and Ryuko.
You'll never be disappointed.
Natalie is in the exact same position. She's even lying down at this point. Are you kidding me? Stop. Will he do something? Will he finally do it? I mean, not like anything that would seriously affect their identities or blah blah blah, but since it's a movie, he might find some way to get really close or find out something important that could help him defeat them. Luca! Direct your affections toward Kagami. Clarity! I'm just thinking about the fact that Adrien's gonna reveal more emotions toward her in New York, giving us a bunch of cute moments. Okay. It's a thank you kiss. It's a thank you kiss like last time. The smile. We need more ladynoir moments though.
Hey, Marinette. What's your seat number?
Oh my gosh.
Baby.
That enthusiasm he had, okay? They're gonna sit together. The ring. Are they killing us? They're having so many cute moments. Okay. This makes up for that kiss Kagami gave Adrien, which ruined it, but
It's burning hot.
No, it's a regular seat.
that's so cute. I mean, there wasn't anything romantic about offering her his seat, but overall these two being awkward with each other. The illustrations. Obviously, if Marinette reacts in that way, it's gonna make Adrien think that he's not wanted and that they're not friends, adding to the misunderstanding, which I talked about before, but like she's done it multiple times before, and if she keeps doing that, obviously, Adrien's gonna go to Kagami if not Ladybug.
Guess I'll see you later then.
Right.
He sounds disappointed, man.
You are a dolphin, leaping from wave to wave.
You are a dolphin. I want that app. Cute moment time. Oh, no, nasty. Poor girl. Hey, Marinette. I couldn't help but watch you. Can we watch the sunset together, please?
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Okay, that was weird. He said it's beautiful, and he was like looking at her. Okay. I'm kind of like Marinette in this situation. How am I supposed to watch this whole thing without freaking out every single moment because they're going to a romantic city, which invites a lot of romantic moments? You're everything.
You've got something, Marinette.
Yeah, you've got toilet paper on your hair.
Something?
Yeah, there, in your hair. If only this trip can help Adrien finally come out of his shell.
It will. It will.
And if only it could help Marinette be more honest with herself and clear about her feelings.
Oh, no, it's not gonna work out then. They have so much chemistry. Okay, I sound crazy, but that's so adorable.
That's what friends are for. holding each other really tightly.
She's using the F word again. Male Mystique? Should I call him that? Very cool. Very cool designs. Ooh, we get to see her. No. Oh my gosh, their designs are just really cool, okay? Oh. Oh? What? What? Is that really Mr. Damocles upgraded, or did he take inspiration from them? No, that's Mr. Damocles updated. Very, very cool. I mean, I know he's smart. He's probably developed something like that. Or he's controlling robots. Oh, no, hold on. He got inspiration from the comics, right? Like, I don't remember exactly. Okay, my theory. Never mind.
I'm 100% operational, Mother.
Oh, she's a robot? Though, I'm 100% operational, Mother. Yeah, never mind. I mean, I wouldn't know, you know, like sometimes after people were akumatized, they learned some stuff, so yeah, I mean, Mr. Damocles was smart when he almost defeated them, so I don't know, I was just like making a wild guess, but then that would take away from how we know him, you know, like I would miss that silly owl Damocles. How many heroes are there, I wonder? That music though, very, like, it matches.
Oh, it's just Captain Red Light organizing the traffic. There's a superhero for everything here, you know. So, what happened up?
That's a little much. So yeah, apparently he recognized the bubbler because, like, not only was it because Nino knew about his birthday party, but also, I think that's just a phrase he says a lot. Not as much as saying dude, but yeah.
The little croissants are en route. Good, don't leave them.
Oh, the way he supports her, like, Adrien. Her style, like it. Ooh.
Cesar and Duke and Chang, that is the last straw!
Please get along. So many cute moments. Miss Mendeleev is gonna get... I forgot akumatizations don't work here. Never mind. No akumatizations, but there's probably some villain role, like, you know, they're hinting that she's upset and stuff, like she's gonna get upset. And there's a power similar to akumatization or something, like some villain is probably gonna take advantage.
Is it a bird?
Is it a plane? No, it's Hot Dog Dan.
That's useful. That's useful. Someone ordinary can get super strength and stop some smaller villain. Nice reference.
Hey, you play the guitar. Maybe you can give them a hand. Do you know this song?
Of course. He remembers.
Then, will you?
I can't believe. Oh my gosh, no way. He's doing the suggesting himself again. What does that remind me of? That reminds me of, you know, just how it looks, like with Kentnor stretching out his hand with the flower and ladybug being, oh my gosh. No, it reminds me of something. It reminds me. I can't think of it. Why does that look so familiar? Oh my gosh, and it's so cute how they, wow, the way they animate it too, like with them spinning in the air, it's so beautiful. It's like a music box. They're hugging way too close. They keep repeating it.
Statistically speaking, two humans confronted with extreme situations.
Can we please be friends with Max?
We need to make them believe they'll never see each other again, and that it's the last chance they'll ever get to tell each other how they truly feel.
Dorks. She's ill.
I don't know about you all, but I, for one, would love to know what's inside that safe.
Rogue. Oh my gosh. I totally forgot to mention, being in New York was probably a whole big Spider-Man reference because, I mean, that's where they took inspiration from. The problem is, it would be too sketchy if Ladybug and Cat Noir were to come there. Unless they can connect it to, oh, we found out Hawkmoth was gonna be in America to steal. Make some excuse. Ooh, nice. Yep, they made it in a way you wouldn't expect it's a girl. Captain America. Please, sir, make a portal to Paris.
Marinette's in danger. Flag, watch out!
Oh crap. They're gonna give us a marichat moment right there. Of course, not completely in the sense because, you know, she's like not returning her feelings exactly yet. But they're showing more of Adrien liking Marinette, so semi marichat moment.
Vacation is over.
Y'all, are they gonna have a memory wiping thing? Because it's necessary. No, this just became, oh my gosh, like really out of hand. No. 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 Nah. I'm sorry. It's just not gonna be that dark, so they're probably gonna figure out a way to fix it, but dang. Another character seemingly dying on screen. Oh, this is really out of hand. They're like... There's 1/3 of the episode left.
It's my fault.
Imagine being in that situation. I mean, as Cat Noir, like, you know those moments where you feel like an intense blame on yourself? No. Secondhand bad feelings. Nice. But, okay, I have questions. It's like, you know, apparently when she's Cataclysm, she's dead. But the Lucky Charm can bring her to life? Or maybe just, like, reverse the effects of magic from another hero. But then when it comes to, like Emily's situation, it's caused by her own miraculous or something like that. So then, in that case, it's not reversible with a Lucky Charm. Or Ladybug wasn't there to reverse it when Emily was having trouble. And then over time, it's not the same day, so it can't, like, reverse the immediate effects. And she was stuck in the state that she's in now. No. Because she's an android. Okay. Interesting information. Maybe there's gonna be a time thing of some sort, like either Bunnix or, you know, some power from a hero there. Like they need to get all chummy and then they're gonna fix the problems together. Ladybug has like a huge weight of responsibility now. She's the guardian. I mean, dang girl. It's nice that Cat Noir is there to help calm her down, give her strength. Aww. But really, if he were to do that, would that really help the situation? You've protected Paris up to that point, so I'm sure you can probably work together and figure something out. But of course, of course, in that situation, he's probably feeling a lot of weight and stress from everything that happened. Ooh, it was a lot. Oh no. It looks cute. He's gonna abuse it as well.
Kwame of freedom.
He could easily find some clue to return Emily back with the other powers in America. He looks like an eagle in that angle.
You're forbidden to take part in the hunt for techno-pirates. You're not ready to fly the nest.
Help it.
Collaboration. Oh, what? I thought Plague would disappear. Very interesting heroes. Oh, I'm sorry. Hawkmoth managed to put him in chains. That's crazy. What the heck?
I wouldn't have minded being stuck here a little longer with a friend like you.
That could easily apply to Cat Noir.
I already lost Cat Noir. I can't lose Adrien too.
What? Whoa, the cinematics. Wait. What I was saying, you know, what the advice 𝗀cia was giving her could easily apply to Cat Noir. I love you. It's not the same level. It's not comparable like that, but you know, obviously they're making a parallel between like after she lost Cat Noir and now she's losing Adrien, and then she was like really upset chasing after him and then saying I love you like. Oh dang. Yep. Having a lot of superheroes could be a downfall in some sense. I'm thinking of Black Clover. Nope. I really like the animation and the colors and the design. Very cool. Okay, I mean, I already heard about this kind of, you know, like I heard there's gonna be information about their identities, like I mentioned. That's so cool. Quantum masking. I mean, that's, oh my god, that is such a cool thing. Like the fact that they don't look that different from their civilian selves to us, but that's because there are differences at the quantum level. Like, interesting. Not exactly magic, but kind of magic. I mean, it's like magic. It's a magic suit, but you know, the way that they're meant to confuse people. I like that explanation, and that they have an explanation in the first place. Bravo!
I can't imagine being Ladybug without him.
This is hype. But oh my gosh, the movie's too short. It's almost done, and they just started their adventures in New York. Like, okay, like maybe in the future we'll get to see more. Maybe in the show itself, where they have visits to New York through the portal guy. And that would just be really interesting to see into the lives of the other heroes and characters they created. Ow! Ow. Cool. Up close. Wait, I want to take a look at that. Oh my gosh, he looks like a bat cat.
Bet it's in his handcuffs.
It looks cool. Oh. Cool. Nice. Also, I just thought of it, but I totally forgot to mention, Night Owl probably be a lady as well. You know, the one that was with Majestia at the hotel being all mad at them.
At least let me see what's inside the safe.
Very cool planning. Ooh, and the Native American type style. She sure took her sweet time to punch the moon. Oh, Guess I'm out. Ladybug's planning.
No more evil doing for you, little Akuma.
Time to de-evilize! Gotcha!
Miraculous ladybug!
Ooh, she's gonna keep it. Well, what happens to her other identity and powers? I mean, she just has a cool tech skateboard, which is nice, but I guess maybe she needs more to be able to fight, like, extreme, like, I don't know.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, sir.
She blurted it out loud.
There are other lost miraculous, and wherever they are in the
Dun dun dun. I can see the suit up close, no, like even more up close, like Cat Norris too. Oh my gosh, the design is very cool, like with the stars floating in it. Wow, it's so beautiful to look at. Stars weren't even floating, but it looked like it. The Order of the Guardians.
I have come a long way to be here, so give it back with no fuss, child. I'm not in the mood.
Negative. Eagle has
Give it back with no fuss, child. I'm not in the mood. That was easily convincing. Wow, that was the end. Hold on, I'm gonna watch the credits because I don't know, it looks cool. Mike, that was very interesting. Wow, they really spent some good time putting together this movie. It was just, oh my gosh, like, you know, learning more about the miraculous. And man, that situation though, it was crazy, but they solved it in the end, and it was pretty nice to see stuff in action. You know, it was so cute. Oh, that was such a weird sound, but it was so cute. Tell me what you guys thought about it, and if you didn't see it, I hope you enjoy watching it. But then you shouldn't be watching this video and spoiling everything for yourself. No, I've been sitting too long. Bye.